What's up, people? I'm back. I swear that sounded cool in my head, but yeah. So this week I did a lot of things, like apart from like Unity ML itself. So I couldn't do much. But for this week, like I tried to explore like a bit more complex environment. Like I want to try I want to train my agent in a bit more complex environment in a way. Like I wanted him to teach him like how to jump from one platform to another and like go towards its end goal. So I'm gonna quickly walk you guys through like my environment for this experiment. So when it comes to environment, this is pretty much it. Like if we look here, so this is the starting platform, this is the ending platform. So like if the agent is basically like able to go here to this platform, he wins. Like he basically the episode ends. Okay. And when it comes to like the platforms that he has to jump from, that he can use to jump from, I think so it's right here. So yeah, this is kind of like the design I came up with. So like to help the agent basically explore like a bit more, I added like to give the agent a page basically like an initial reward for him to like like what he has to do. I added like this target here, so like when he jumps he gets a reward, so he knows like this is something I have to do in order to like make go to this platform again. So and when it comes to like providing the information, I think so not think so I know the agent or the information the agent is carrying at the moment is just like when the recast hits the target, and that's pretty much it. And he can see the ground, like this is the ground, these are tagged with the ground tag. And so yeah, that's pretty much all the information the agent has, and everything else he does himself. So before I run run the agent, I want to talk about like some of the problems I faced, like when I was basically making it. One of the first one was like setting up the environment. Like, oh my days, it's so hard. Like so when I was initializing this platform, right? So like I wanted to like put it in the same local environment, right? But for some reason I couldn't figure out like how to fix the rotation and like the height x and y and the axis of it. So like every time I would spawn it, it would spawn like randomly. Like I wouldn't understand what I should do to like fix it up. Like I decided to set up like a parent or a game object, and then I would like spawn it as spawn the platform as a child of it. That wouldn't work either. Like somehow like its rotation would be a bit weird. So I spent a quite number of hours fixing that, like to figure out like what's going wrong here. So I tried like locking the rotation and everything, like um, when I sorry, wait, was it create initial points, platform agent control? Yeah, I think so. This is it. So I tried locking the rotation. I tried setting up the rotation myself as well, and like it still wouldn't work. Like I wouldn't understand what's going wrong. And then I tried to like spawn the platform as like an independent game object, like it wouldn't be linked to any game object. So the problem I faced was like it started spawning outside of the local environment, right? And somehow during the training episodes, like each local environment wouldn't have their platform showing up for some reason. Like I could see them in like the hierarchy of the Unity editor, but like I couldn't see them like in game view. Like that was weird. Like I couldn't understand why is that happening. So then I went back to my like initial approach, like to set up a parent environment, and then and then like spawning according to that. So I kind of like still couldn't figure out properly like what's wrong with it, but I somehow found a hack in a way, like as so like I would spawn the initial object with 0 0 rotation and vector position. So like in reference to this game object, the x-axis and y-axis and z-axis of the platform itself is 0, and like the rotation is 0. So I would just adjust this kind of like an invisible cube to kind of find out like where I should exactly put the platform. So it took me a while to figure out the exact rotation and like the dimension, but eventually I did. And after that, I started training my model. So when it comes to my model, right? So initially, I trained him for like 50,000 steps. But there was a bit of a flaw in my environment in a way. Like I didn't have this initial target there to like make the agent a bit biased or like hitting the target. So he started just jumping out of the thing, right? Like he wouldn't figure out and not jumping out because like he gets a penalty for it. I think so. It was before I added a penalty for hitting this part. So before hitting the before like assigning a penalty to this, right? So he would just jump down straight. And then like another thing I faced was like they started circling here, like they would just start circling in the platform itself. So I had to get them out of there. Like I wanted to make them explore more, so I experimented with a number of techniques, like so I think so. One of the first ones I tried was like increasing the entropy regularization of the PPU algorithm itself. So basically, entropy, what entropy does is like it makes uh, the action selection more random initially. Like they would try to explore a bit more, but that wasn't working in my case. Then I decided to like experiment with like uh exploration bonuses, like every step like the agent would take, like he would visit a state he hasn't visited before. I would like give him like a reward in a way to like promote more exploration. Like so then I started seeing some results, like he would go up to the platform and then try to like jump to the platform, but he wouldn't like be able to do it. And I think so it was kind of my fault because like the platforms were a bit far away from each other. So I, after those 50,000 steps, I like observed it and like noticed what's wrong, and then I went on to fix it. So after fixing it, like and after setting it up everything, like I ran the this training session for like almost 2 million steps, and after those 2 million steps, I started seeing some good results. Like for instance, I can show you the model itself right now, like how it works. uh, I started seeing some results. He was able to like jump past the platform and everything, and finally like get to the last target. So give me a second. I can just let me just pop that in. Where are those? I think so. This is the one. So if we go here, the neural network in there and see how it goes. Okay. So you can see like him trying to like actually another thing I noticed was like he rotates a lot in the I think so this might be like a yeah. So you can see that he rotates a lot right now. Like I think so this is something I'll gradually work on to like make him a bit better on, in a way like he wouldn't rotate that much. I think so I'm thinking about like penalizing him for this, like if he changes like his rotation suddenly, like he starts jumping. And I think so. I kind of messed up my environment setting up too as well. Just, wait. I think that there's something wrong. Like, okay, I don't know which one is it. To be honest, like, okay, let's just do a bit of a problem solving on the fly. So let's see. Is this neural network the correct one? Actually, I can just look at the logs. 1400. That's not the one. Assets. Let me actually show in Explorer. So I did something wrong, like in a way, like I forgot to save the environment, so I just had one prefab, so I kind of had to make the whole environment again. But I want to see if it's the right one, like the right neural network I'm putting in there. Okay. One logs, training status, timers. Okay, this is the wrong one. Agent control V4. Let's go here and see the 790. Okay, so this is not the one either. Agent 2 run logs 2 million. I think so. This is the one. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. Platform agent 2 and see if this works correctly. I need to stop doing this. Like I just put like V4 and something and just start another training if I see something wrong, and then it just changes. It is getting a bit confusing. Okay, let me just put this a bit down. I think so. That's causing a problem as well. Okay, let's put this neural network in there. Let's see how it does. So yeah, initially I could see he was rotating a lot. This is something I want to fix, and I probably will fix it. See right now, yeah, he can't see the other agents, the other targets. Hmm. Yeah, I think so. I messed up the environment, but you can see him trying to explore in a way. For instance, right now, if I see put another target there, right, he would literally just jump into it. He will see, and he kind of learned how to back up as well. Yeah, but he's still struggling to figure out what to do now. Yeah, yeah. See, my platform is a bit tilted as well, so I think so. I did something wrong. Yeah, actually, let me just try to fix it up. I want to show you guys how it works. Okay, this probably might be I think oh, where was it pointing? Upwards or downwards? Yeah, see the recast is not hitting the other object. It should be hitting it. So wait, yeah, it is a bit tilted. So what do we have to do to fix it? Go, yeah, go something like this. Yeah, this is what we have to do. I think so. Yes, he saw the one on the platform again and he went back. That's actually funny. Yeah, I think so. This is good. Oops. Oh, I think I did something wrong. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I need to fix the rotation, right? So, yep. Did I put it the other way around? Oh my god. Oh my days. I think so. The rotation is a bit wrong. That's what. Oh my god. I'm such an idiot. Okay. I think so. We just need to rotate this to initially 0. Let's see how. So the way I set it up was it was going from higher to lower to lower. No, sorry, from a lower platform to higher. So it is kind of goes from oh shit. So it goes from a platform at a lower height to a higher one. So this is how I basically made the environment, right? So okay, okay, cube. I just need to do a 360 on it, like, just rotate it in place. Okay. This rotation stuff, I don't know why it's so confusing for me every time. Okay. Okay. Yep. Mhm. It's actually so fun to watch them, like, train and stuff. Like, it's so. Let me just copy and paste these so, like, we can put it back in there. So, -3, 0.0075. Yeah, it's kind of on me, like, I should have saved the environment. But you learn after a mistake, right? So, probably not doing this again. So, let's top it. Put this configuration in there. 0.97, 2.67, and 5.7. Let's see. Oh, okay. At least the rotation is in place now. I just need to fix up the x-axis and y-axis. I think so. This should be good enough. Mm-hmm. We need to move it a bit backward and upward. Bit backwards and upwards. I think so. This should be good enough. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. This is good enough now. Like you can see him actually run up there. Okay. So it's still not perfect, not gonna lie, but it's still better. Why did he jump? Couldn't he see her? Okay, he's acting a bit weird. But yeah, this is kind of like the behavior I wanted, right? So I wanted him to jump from platform, look for a target, and for instance, in this case, I don't know why he's running backwards. He can clearly see the target, but okay. Is the princess marked with the target? Yeah, she is. So yeah, I think that it's just because like I kind of messed up the environment, but you can see like some of the immersion behaviors, right? You can see him like for instance when he's about to fall, right? Like for instance in this case, like see like when he's about to fall or something, he goes back, like he gives a jerk back, he recalculates it and then jumps again. Okay, yeah, he's a bit dumb. But overall, it was really fun to like watch him learn. I think so. Considering I've just trained him for like, um, 2 million steps, I feel like this is really good behavior. I think so. There's a bit of a biasness there. He just starts moonwalking for some reason. So I think so. I have the basics down for like Unity ML as of now, and I think so. I'm probably gonna do something a bit more complex. Probably like make like an agent walk, or probably like make an agent drift. This is something I wanna try. Like I wanna make like a AI agent that can drift cars. So I think so. The way I'm gonna go about it is like set up checkpoints and reward him for like drifting. And I think so it's gonna be based on one of my games. Like I made a game for like my game development module. So I think so I'm gonna train the AI model to play in that and see how it goes. But probably it's gonna take me a while to do it. So I think so in the meanwhile I'm gonna be doing something fun, like I have been preparing for my job application, so I've been grinding lead code a lot. And for instance, like if I could show you guys, so I'm doing like the 75 blind, like as a part of my lead code preparation. So for instance, if I go here, um, on my laptop I have kind of done all of these, I think so, except from this one. I still need to learn this one. And for 2 pointers, I have done valid palindrome, to some input sort array. And for the stack, I have done min stack, evaluate polish notations. So I'm restarting, like my lead code journey again. So I want to do these 150 lead code problems to, like refresh up my DSA concepts. And I've been learning, like linear algebra or calculus, because like I want to go into like more uh, like more in depth. Like I want to learn like the back end of everything, how the model works, how basically the math works. And for that I have been taking like a PyTorch course as well. For instance, if I could show you guys, Google Colab. Okay, so I've been experimenting with PyTorch as well, like to understand, like at a bit lower level, how the model works. For instance, like I've worked with machine learning models before, but I haven't actually designed a neural network, like how to set up like parameters and stuff. So this is something I'm learning, and I think so. In the coming week or the week after it, I'm gonna probably try to like implement logistic regression or linear regression by myself without using any libraries to, like get the grasp of the concept. So I think that's gonna be like a fun challenge. I'll probably like upload it on LinkedIn as well and YouTube as well, for like for feedback. And another fun thing I did was like made my own website. Let's go. So yeah, so this is linked here, like what I've been doing in machine learning and stuff. If you guys want to go quickly, go and watch like my some of the projects I've linked here. I still need to update the projects, not gonna lie, and I have to fix the links up. For instance, I think so this one I fixed it up. Yeah, I need to add readmes and everything, and this is like one of the projects I made. It was based on like large language models for like household and tenant law, and this is like a facial recognition system I designed. Okay. And yeah, this week has been pretty busy so far. Like I've been doing a lot of stuff, but hopefully next week I'll come back with better update. And I think so. Like I'm gonna be posting daily updates in a way. Like whatever I learn in a day, I would try to post it here. For instance, if I solve a lead code problem, I'll put it on LinkedIn as to, like keep everyone updated, like what I'm doing right now. So hopefully it's gonna be fun. And that's it for this video. Bye bye.